Hiya! Welcome back to my channel and welcome to another video. Today I thought I'd share with you my autumn bucket list, as I did one of these for summer and I'm not gonna lie, I didn't quite get through everything on it, but it definitely gave me an idea of some different summer kind of activities to do and made me do a few different things as well, which I did quite enjoy. So I thought I'd create another one for autumn and then also share it with you, as it may give you some ideas of some very autumnal or fall activities that you may want to do during the autumn season. Some of them are just very simple things and then other ones are very typical to autumn and things that you just feel like you have to do at this time of year. So I hope you enjoy this video and let's get straight into my autumn bucket list. So the first thing on my list is to go to a pumpkin patch and actually choose out a pumpkin, because where I've lived in Spain they don't have that anywhere near there, or not that I know about anyway. And I always see people doing that at this time of year and it looks so fun where you actually go and choose your own pumpkin and get to cut it off the, what's the thing called that it's attached to the ground with? I can't think what you call that, but you actually cut it and choose your pumpkin. I really want to do that, and I definitely feel like I've got more of an opportunity of doing that now that I am in Brighton. There's got to be somewhere around here or somewhere close to here that does that. I need to find somewhere. I haven't properly looked into it yet, but I would love to go and do that, and it's such an autumnal thing to do. And then leading on from that, the second thing on my autumn bucket list is of course carving a pumpkin. I mean, everyone has to do that at some point leading up to Halloween for sure. I always generally just go for a simple scary face design, because each time I go to carve a pumpkin I think it's gonna be so easy and I forget just how hard it actually is to carve a pumpkin. Honestly, it's one of the hardest things to do, and take all the insides out to begin with is really gross and I hate it. But then I definitely love the end result, and it just adds such a autumnal Halloween kind of feel as decoration, and I just love it. So definitely want to carve a pumpkin at some point. Let me actually know if you'd like to see that as a main channel video. Maybe I'll get a friend or someone to carve one with me and we can make a video out of it or something. I don't know. Let me know in the comments if that's something that you'd be interested in seeing. Third thing on my list is actually try something pumpkin spice flavour. It's a flavour that is so popular at this time of year. However, I've never actually got around to trying anything. Sadly, I can't have a pumpkin spice latte because it's got coffee in it and I'm intolerant to coffee, so I can't try the typical pumpkin spice latte. But maybe I can try making a pumpkin spice hot chocolate or something, some kind of other alternative pumpkin spice drink, or some pumpkin spice treat as well, as I've just never actually tried pumpkin spice flavour before. I can probably even just get some tea or something. Let me know if there's a pumpkin spice flavour of tea and where I could get that, because maybe that could be one to try. And definitely in this autumnal weather, a nice warming drink is exactly what you need. Leading on from that in the kind of food area, my fourth thing is to do some autumnal baking of some sort, whether that's something that's pumpkin spice flavour or just something made with some kind of pumpkin, or even do something that's toffee apple flavour, just a very autumnal taste. And also this time of year when it is colder, baking is a thing that is just so comforting and so nice to do on a cozy day in. It really does add to that cozy effect, and then of course you get the amazing treat at the end of it, and I love baking, so I definitely want to make sure I do plenty of autumnal baking. I haven't decided what I want to bake yet, but definitely something inspired by autumnal flavours and some kind of autumnal theme. My fifth thing on the list is actually to go on an autumnal countryside walk. I feel like at this time of year it's such a nice time to get out and go for a countryside walk, particularly on the drier days when you've got the fresh crisp air and you have all the orangey browny leaves on the floor that are all crumpling as you step on them. I just find it such a nice time to get out and get outside, and it's so refreshing to do, so I definitely want to try and do that someday at some point, as I am also surrounded by countryside where I currently am, so it feels like the perfect opportunity to do something like that. And I just love the crisp morning air on a nice clear autumnal day, so that would be the perfect day to go out for a nice autumnal walk in the countryside somewhere. Then my sixth thing on my list is to take loads of autumnal inspired photos, so whether that's out in the countryside with all the nice autumnal leaves, or pictures with the pumpkins at the pumpkin patch. I just really want to get some nice autumnal themed photos, particularly maybe for Instagram as well. I just love when everyone's like posts just turn all autumnal and everyone has an autumnal theme going on. It just feels so like cozy and nice. So I definitely want to get some nice autumnal themed pictures as well. My 7th thing is actually take the time to get nice and cozy with loads of blankets, have a nice warm drink, whether that's a cup of tea or a hot chocolate or something pumpkin spice flavour, whatever that may be, and just get super cozy and actually read a book. It's a perfect thing to do on those colder days, especially at this time of year when there's a lot of dreary, rainy kind of days out and you just want to get nice and cozy inside. I've never been a big fan of reading, but I've got sort of more into it recently, just reading like very basic, easy to read books, but I've honestly started to enjoy it a lot more and I just find it so relaxing. So I definitely want to dedicate some time this autumn to getting a book or two read. I say a book because I don't read that often, but at least make it a goal to get through a book or two if I'm lucky, and just actually take the time to just take a step back and get nice and cozy and read something nice and relaxing. Number 8 is something more Halloween related, and that is have a cozy night in watching Halloween movies. I feel like around Halloween there's so many Halloween related films that at some point you just have to have a movie night. I don't actually know if I've seen that many Halloween movies before. I've never watched Hocus Pocus, which I know is one of like the most popular, or if not the most popular Halloween film. I don't think I've watched it unless I watched it when I was like a lot younger. I just don't remember ever watching it, or I can't think what it's about. Maybe if I do watch it I might recognise it. So that's definitely one on my list to watch. And then there's also the Nightmare Before, oh no, that's the Nightmare Before Christmas, isn't it? That just feels kind of Halloween related. There's definitely a lot out there. Let me know what your recommendations are because I'd love to have a Halloween movie night. I've never been one for like overly scary films. I hate ones with like massive jumps in them. Anything that makes you jump, that's what gets my heart going so much. I like hate that feeling. But any kind of not too intense Halloween films, or even kids Halloween films, let me know what your recommendations are so I can have a nice movie night watching some not too scary Halloween related films. The 9th thing I want to do is actually go to Tullys Farm. If you've never heard of Tullys Farm, then every year around sort of, I don't know if they carry it on into November, but definitely October time, they have something called Shocktober. I don't know if it would be a thing for me or not because I generally hate sort of mazes with scary people and stuff, and that's basically what it is. There's loads of different mazes and they're all like horror themed. You get people jumping out at you, and then I think there's even like a little tractor ride thing with like all these actors and actresses who come on dressed up in like scary clothes and try and freak you out basically. But I just feel like while I'm in Brighton and Tullys Farm is so close by and I've seen so many people going to it, it's so well known, I just feel like it's something that I should do. Even if I end up hating it, I won't like hate it to the point where I wish I never did it, and it would definitely be an experience in itself, and it's something so like Halloween related and relevant that I feel like I should just do it while I'm here and just full on indulge in that night, because that would be such a great thing. Let me know if you've ever been to Shocktober before, what you thought of it, or if you're thinking of going this year. It just definitely feels like something that I need to tick off my bucket list. And then my final autumnal thing to do this year on my bucket list is attend a proper bonfire night. As like I said before, I was brought up in Spain. Even though I am British, I've never therefore been to a proper bonfire night, as they don't celebrate it out there. It's not a thing. Me and my sister used to always just have sparklers on bonfire night, and we'd sort of like have our own mini celebration. I think we'd sometimes maybe even do like toasted marshmallows in like our house fire kind of thing. But besides that, I've never actually properly been to like bonfire night, had the massive bonfire, the whole Guy Fawkes thing, all the toffee apples, all the stuff that goes on at bonfire night. I've never had that before, so I would love to go to a bonfire night this year. I'm sure there's plenty around here. I need to find one and go to it, but that is one of my ultimate goals, as I feel like that's just something I have to do. I'm sure a lot of people will be going to bonfire nights as well from uni, so I'm sure I'll find someone to go with, and it's definitely a tradition that I want to pick up on and take part in this year for sure. So that was my autumnal bucket list. I really do hope that you enjoyed this video. Be sure to smash a big thumbs up on it if you did, as well as clicking on that little red subscribe button down below if you're new to my channel. Do comment any of these that you want to try or give a go, or other things that may be on your autumn bucket list, as I may want to add them to mine and try out those things as well, because I'm sure there's some things out there that I haven't thought of. Also, don't forget to tap on that notifications bell so that you're notified whenever I upload, and I'll be sure to see you very soon with a brand new video. Bye!